Go live. There's a button that says go live, and that's how you go live. That's really smart. That's really smart that YouTube would do that. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Hi YouTube. Hopefully we have audio and visuals. But here we are playing totally not Danganronpa 4. You know what's really crazy is I never thought that this day would come, basically, because it was like 8 years from V3 to now, and it's not like they haven't been doing stuff, but they just have been doing not Danganronpa. And now we're here. So our plan, hopefully the audio isn't bad. I can turn myself up. I feel like maybe I do that. Let's see. How are we now? Oh, no, we're good. There. I feel like that's the sweet spot. All right. We're gonna start from the, what's it called? Where the demo ended, because we can do that. And also, for some reason, I feel like my stream is not super pretty. It looks not HD to me. Why is that? I'm like doing live troubleshooting. Not a good look. Streaming. Is this really the bitrate that I use? I feel like that's low. I'll do 6,000 instead of 25,000. You know, I really should have done this before I started. Oh, shoot. There's a thing for resolution. I can up the resolution. Oh, man. You know what? Give me 1 second. I gotta restart stream. Give me 1 second. This will be good, I think. Okay. Hopefully it just works and it looks better. I can't notice a difference. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, let us play the game. A game. Let us play the game. Let me set up my overlay so that I can read everything. Oh no, I lost Twitch chat. What have I done? We're back. We're back. Okay. Alright, let's play the game. Load? Question mark? I think these are the same. So we start off from day 8. I haven't played the demo in a while. But last I remember, we save Takumi. Not Takumi. We saved Aito. And Saray is missing. You wouldn't believe that because there he is. There's Saray right there. You would be like, I thought he was gone. Why is he right here? And that's the trick of it all. I think I do actually need to change my game settings though. Can we do this now? Options. Graphics, yeah. I changed my resolution way too high. Okay, it actually didn't change like anything. Whatever.
Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Yippee! I'm ready.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Hi Noir. Welcome. You're getting in on the ground floor. This is Danganronpa, but like brand new. So there's not 20 years of lore that you've missed out on. It's literally day one. This literally just came out. You can get in on the juice and everything. I'm also streaming this on YouTube, which I realized disappeared. That notification disappeared on Twitch because I restarted the stream. And now it's back. Okay. We good.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school
I'm
from the vile and barbaric
excited
enemy.
because there should be a bunch of new characters that they were hiding from us in the demo. So now we'll actually get to see the cool characters. They were holding out on us. Also, that's really funny that you... Dude, I got recommended my own YouTube shorts. And that's awesome. I love that for me. I got recommended the Ma incident, and I was like, thank you. I do actually want to watch this like 4 times. Even with Saray gone, his automated announcements keep playing like nothing's changed. We'll need to discuss what we do from here on, now that we're on our own. I should go to the cafeteria and meet up with everyone there. I should also, like, make a smart play for, like, my own future where I get water, because this shit will fuck up my throat, reading all of this dialogue. We could make a tier list, but for like all of the characters here. Oh, this guy? Dude, look at how little he is. He's so little. And normally I'd be like, oh, little equals precious, but no, it's like I would kick this guy in the shins. Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. Brother, do you see the wall of fire? I think we're the least of their problems.
Huh?
You know, I never really thought about that. The only living things I've seen since we got here are the invaders. So, Shoma, if you're concerned about stuff like that, you must really like animals, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I like animals too.
Really? You're a fellow animal lover, Takumi?
I'm just giving him the Jeffrey voice from Class of '09. And I don't like... I feel like my Jeffrey voice is really good, and I don't like that I can pull off Jeffrey like that.
Oh no, that means you have something in common with me. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flatworm like me. Quick, you better leave before anyone sees us together. I'll disappear to the background too. I'm good at that.
See ya. Here I thought I'd find something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. Yeah, that guy sucks. And I don't think I will ever really feel too strongly about that guy. I'm curious if, because we're no longer in demo mode, if that means we could just go anywhere we want. Or if we're still railroaded into, like, going into the places that they want us to be. Oh yeah, I remember this room. Blocked by undying flames. I shouldn't go any further. That's a huge fire. I wonder if we can use it to bake potatoes. Oh wait, it only has an effect on living things. Bro, are we hype? I was so hype. It was... So I went to bed at 10. I went to bed at like 10. And then I woke up at 4 a.m. and then I didn't fall asleep until like I got up at like 4. I felt I was up until at least like 7 a.m. and then I fell asleep at I don't even know when I fell asleep, and then I woke up at like 4-ish or something. You're shocked I didn't message you? What? Why would I have messaged you? Just to like make you watch this? or you mean like say some nonsense like, "Hi Noir." 4 a.m. is demon hours. 4 a.m. is when I start freaking it. Alright, you know what? I should just actually go to the library or the cafeteria and stop fucking around. I gotta stop fucking around. This guy F tier. Big thumbs down for emo right now. This guy sucks. Another day, another delicious meal. How can you eat at a time like this? This is the Reddit Discord mod guy with his fucked up ass haircut. Dude, I was so mad that I couldn't fall asleep. I was like, wow, this is like the big day. I could start... I'm like, I could start stream at like 6 a.m. if I just stayed asleep the whole time. Like I could have had a full 8-hour shift at 100 Line Last Defense Academy. But it wasn't meant to be. I got owned by my sleep schedule. What better time is there? Now that Saray's gone, we can enjoy any food we want anytime we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before. Yeah, this came out at midnight. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put whipped cream on top. It really gives the dish an extra layer of sweetness. I could have played... Well, okay, I was dead tired last night. I was struggling when we were playing Halo last night. I was struggling. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go to bed early, wake up early, and then big stream day. And then it just... I mean, still big stream day, but now it's like, it's just later. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Little bit salty. I mean, of course there's no reason that I would get sponsored, but I saw people being sponsored to play this, and I'm like, not gonna sponsor me, huh? Not gonna sponsor me to play 100 Line? You just know I'm gonna play this shit regardless? That's fucked up. That's what I'm saying. They could, you know. Dude, okay. I've actually been holding on to this for like weeks. The studio behind this game, they have a VTuber, and I'm like, I made a video months ago saying that it would be a genius idea for them to have like VTubers that like play and promote all of their games. And then they must have seen that video and they're like, you're a genius, we'll do that. And then they hired not me, and I'm like, that's fucked up. Not even gonna give me, you know, a shout out. I gotta collaborate with the Tokyo Games VTuber. They did a bit like that before though, where in their game Somnium Files, they had a character who is like an idol, and she does like videos on YouTube or whatever. So it was like a big promotional bit where they would have that character like playing the idol character, making like in-universe YouTube videos and posting it on YouTube, and that was like a meta sort of what's it called? Not publicity. Oh my god, I literally just said the word. Like promotional. That was like a meta way that they promoted the game. Like they had the voice actress for Iris play Somnium Files for a little bit. So it's not, it's I'm sure they came to that idea on their own, but I like to just act like it was my idea, that I had the idea first, even though I doubt that's true. That's right, A set, you bet. That's right, Clover. Water, wet, A set. Type shit. Dude, we're not gonna get anywhere in this game because I just refuse to shut up. Does taco rice need to be sweet? This girl is currently C tier, but I plan on investing time into her and raising. I'm going to force her out of the C tier and into like A tier at least. I want to see her be better, but she always just makes like nauseous sounds whenever you talk about, you're like, hey Tsubasa, you want to fight these invaders? And she goes, huh? And I'm like, we're done, we gotta get out of here. I cannot listen to you gag like constantly. It's just, it's not it's not a good look. We gotta improve that. Our conversation was interrupted by Hiruko clearing her throat. I like forget how to say everybody's names. She is currently like A tier. I like this character a lot. She's like Byakuya if she was serving. And also not like malicious. She's like an asshole, but I don't think it comes from a bad place. Whereas Byakuya, it comes from a bad place where he genuinely hates you. He really just does not like you. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. Okay, what if I talk to anyone else? An announcement? What does she have up her sleeve this time? Alright, we'll just hear her out. What was it you wanted to tell us, Hiruko?
Oh.
It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I didn't exactly like Surrey barking orders at us, but without him, we don't really have a lot of direction. Aito proved we can't escape on our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Or we can keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak. Loser has to slit their wrists right across their stomach. I don't really know what that means. I don't know what you mean by that, but I understand the sentiment. Alright, I see Takumi is just as confused as I am. Hi, Sushi. So far, so far, I'm like 10 lines of dialogue deep because I just won't shut up about irrelevant things. Like, we just went on a tangent about Somnium Files for a minute. But I don't know. Hopefully it's fun. I'm just like trying to remember everything that happened. But yeah, hopefully your stream goes well. I know like all of us we're planning on streaming it. I'm not sure how long it'll take for us to get to an ending, but I'm interested to see what endings like everyone else gets first. I feel like your first ending, that's like the most important ending, because that's like you, that's like all of your instinctual choices lead you to like one ending. So I feel like the first ending is like the most important one, because then after that you're like, oh, if I react to like this situation with this response, then I'm gonna get the same ending. So now I gotta go out of my way and choose something I normally wouldn't choose. I heard that's like 140 hours for all endings, and I'm like, damn, am I gonna stream 140 hours of the 100 line? I don't know about that. That sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of dialogue and a lot of water that I'm gonna have to be drinking. Which, I'm started off with a cup of tea. I have tea for my throat. Because I'm just a boy. Last time I streamed this, my voice was like completely gone. My throat was shot. It was so cooked. Why are we even talking about this? If the school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay and fight, commanding officer or not. I think this guy's the culprit. This guy is who ruined my throat, because I kept giving him like the gruff voice, and he's actually like a prominent character in the beginning of the game. So he was absolutely cooking me. We don't know for sure if that's true, or if we'll still get to go home when the time's up.
We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space with a bottom-feeding parasite like me is sure to depress you.
I wonder how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. I don't remember what voice I gave Aito. I know that Barbie is investing in Aito coin, and I definitely have my eyes on him. I think he's pretty cool. I just hope I said it in her chat. I'm like, I really hope Kodaka does not rug pull Aito coin and make him like totally switch up in a way that sucks. Please do not rug pull Aito coin. I would like to see Aito coin go to the moon. But so far he is a promising character. Hard to say. It must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room though. Saray could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Saray's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Huh? Kuruko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping it into the conversation so casually. I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later.
Wait, what? You're going to what?
I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Saray's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. Oh hell nah, why's it gotta be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war? I've told you time and time again, this is war. We cannot afford to lose. For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. Hope, despair, joy, fear, you don't need them anyway. Oh, that's cheeky how you slip hope and despair side by side. Curious, Curious that you would do that. I almost kind of wish, like, I don't know. It's almost too ham-fisted, the references to Danganronpa. Like, they want you to connect the two franchises so badly. Like, Darumi is the walking Danganronpa reference. Like, that's already really on the nose, and they just keep doing this stuff. It's almost too much. I mean, I can deal with it. It's not too ham-fisted that it's annoying, but it's a lot. It's already a lot. You don't need to know why we're here or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. Just do as I say and fight. Just fight?
Oh.
The invader attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. Gets in a battle. Guys, this might really be our Danganronpa. You have to... This is We can't keep having non-stop debates, guys. I think this might be part of their strategy to get us killed. This might be their hangman's gambit. I think Danganronpa translates to bullet refutal. So they'll be like, we have to fight back. I don't know. How do we sneak bullet refutal in there? I don't know. Whatever. The joke has been made. The point has been proven. The invader attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best and match them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life to save your life. Kill others so that you may survive. That is what it means to be at war. Nobody had any response to that. Haruko's stance was an extreme one. There was no doubt about that, but nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Given the extreme circumstances we were in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meaningless prattle. Her shtick is that she's fought before, so she enjoys fighting. And everyone else is like, man, I don't know about this. It seems kind of scary. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. I don't like when she smiles at me. It's creepy. Makes me uncomfortable. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of that bombshell of an announcement. We didn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Eventually, our new leader said she wanted to go and think through some new battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. I hope that we actually have good free time events. I hope that they're not as nothing burger as they were in the demo, because my hypothesis was that they just wanted to hide all of the free time events until you got later into the game so that you don't get spoiled on stuff. But it was really disappointing because they let you talk to these characters and they would be like, they would just say a whole lot of nothing and then be like, and then an hour passed and that was it. That was just it. Maybe it gave you like fucking +2 coins. I don't even remember. But I was really disappointed by that. So hopefully that's not the case in the full game. Haruko in charge, I can't imagine anyone else would keep us all in line, but still. All that stuff about not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel like surrendering all control to her would be a bad idea. I need to do something to take my mind off all this. I've got plenty of free time. Maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. Here we go. Free time, baby. Oh man, I got my whole day ahead of me. I can do anything that I want. Me. Alright, who's available? Darumi, Aito, Tsubasa, Iruko, Kako. Is that really how you say her name? I don't... That sucks. It's gotta be like... It can't be Kako. It can't be. I don't like that. There's gotta be a better way. Let's go to the cafeteria. Hi, Tsubasa. What comes next for us? I'm so scared. Alright. You got nothing to say to me? What is up with this big-ass ladder in the middle of the room? That's suspicious. I'll talk to Aito. It has to be like... I can't see it being pronounced any other way but Kako. Keiko? Kaiko? I don't know. It's not looking good for that character. The two turbulent twins are just completely chalked, and they're just doomed. One of them has a shit name and one of them has a shit personality. It's just unfortunate. Takumi, do you think we could bring the Rationomatic back to the TRC with us? Fuck, what does the TRC stand for? I know it's like where they came from before they showed up here. But I don't remember what it's... Oh, it's like Tokyo Residential Complex or something like that. Why? If we had this machine, everyone would be able to eat delicious meals every day. We can't keep such a convenient technology all to ourselves. We need to find a way to take this back for the betterment of society. Aito's always thinking of others. I could really stand to learn from his thoughtfulness.
By my calculations, it seems that my analysis went up by 3.
Alright, disappointing as ever. I see. I'm curious. Hold on. How do you... Menu? Report card? Is there like... any way to like... There's prompts for change page, so I assume you do actually unlock info as you learn more about them. This guy's likes and dislikes suck. Likes Kako, his dear sister. Dislikes anything that hurts his dear sister. Fuck you, asshole. Dude, he's so me for real. He likes sleeping in and he hates studying. Can I get an amen? It's kind of sucks that you only have like a couple characters you can talk to. I feel like Danganronpa was even more open than this. Like, I would like to talk to Tsubasa and maybe be friends and maybe make her not hate us all. But it's just not. It can't be done. You seem like you're in a good mood today. Did something happen? I hung my laundry to dry on the rooftop fence and it worked amazingly. Everything came out so soft and it smells incredible. Did you use scented fabric softener or something? And then this is where Takumi goes and sniffs him. And then Aito blushes and he goes, "Whoa, Takumi, what are you doing?" This is the yaoi pairing, perhaps? Maybe? No, I think it's just the smell of the sunlight. I've never smelled anything like it in the TRC, and as you know, there's no sky there. If laundry day is this nice, maybe our time here won't be so bad after all. He says, uh-huh. I can't believe he's this excited about a good load of laundry. Does Aito enjoy housework? Oh, so he's a house husband or a boy wife. Man, I referred to Shuichi Saihara, the character, as a boy wife in the video I was working on, and I'm like, I didn't like that, and then I made the same joke again, because I'm predictable. I can't help myself. Dude, my calculations and my analysis are going nuclear, though. We're going sky high with that.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Nighttime. Back home in the residential complex, I used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once the night falls, all I can really do is go to sleep. And so, my 8th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Ding dong, bing bong. Enough out of you. I've heard it once, I've heard it a million times, Saray. It's morning. Hiruko is in charge now. But what does that mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. I feel like the character designer has gotten a lot better at drawing, like, side-facing sprites. I feel like I'm imagining Rantaro's side-facing sprite in my mind, and I'm like, not his best work. He's definitely way better at front-facing sprites, but I feel like they've gotten a lot better. I wonder when they take the training wheels off. Like, when can I really, like, go? Huh? Is it just us today? Jeez. Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Is it me, or are the ones who are missing the cowards who refuse to fight? Yes, that's right. They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. Huh? What? Why would you do that? Oh shit, I just skipped. Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anyone who won't contribute to that effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh, though? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what, exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? She just fucking... She just used invisibility. Invisibility potion. Without waiting for an answer, Haruko got to her feet and left, as unshakably confident as ever. Damn, it's gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness. No, Darumi. This is Sparta.
Hey!
It does sound pretty it's not funny when you make the joke. It's only funny when I make the joke. No. I'm mad. I'm so mad about that. That upset me. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. No, bro, I didn't pre-watch, I didn't pre-play the game. It's just, it was too easy of a joke.
If you add sugar to concrete, it has a very hard time drying. Like for a fort or someone's sidewalk you don't like.
If you add sugar to concrete, it has a very hard time drying. Like for a fort or someone's sidewalk you don't like. Interesting. I don't know. Also, I didn't have the TTS guy pop up. I neglected to set him up. I'll do that right now. I don't know when I will use that, but now I know. What if I'm like, oh, I don't have enough concrete, but then I'm like, oh, I have this sugar. Oh my god. Thank you, Clover. Congratulations on becoming the golden the golden badge for 1 year. Thank you, friend. Thank you for supporting my streams. We made it. We did it. Yippee! I have cool things in the vault that I look forward to. I have basically one cool stream thing in the vault that I want to show off soon. But this is like priority number 1 right now for me. I feel like I should have Twitch chat on screen so YouTube knows what the fuck is going on. The thing is, like, multi-streaming, I like YouTube because of how easy it is to like pop in and pop out. It's very non-committal. And like when I worked at the office, I liked having YouTube streams more than Twitch because Twitch was blocked. So I like YouTube for that. But Twitch just has so many good little gadgets and gizmos, like streamer badges and like channel points and all that. So it's like, I feel like the Twitch experience is better than the YouTube experience, is how I feel. Like, you got all the silly 7TV emotes on twitch.television. Alright, what were they talking about again? I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. Not like they got any excuse to keep hanging back. None of us got any real choice here. It's like Haruko said. That's what being at war is all about. I get you though. There's such a thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on them. I have a bad feeling about this. They're already getting to the starvation motive. It took Danganronpa like chapter 4, second game chapter 4 to get to cooperate slash like using starvation as a motivator. And Kodaku was like, damn, that's just fire. I gotta use that in the next one. I gotta use that in the next game that I make. Which admittedly was Danganronpa V3, so I guess that's not even true, but he was like, you know what? I'm bringing back a classic. And he brought it back. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms. I really want them to just take the training wheels off. Like, let me go hog wild. I'm worried about what else Haruko might be planning. But it's been a couple of days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I prefer to not just sit around. So, let's figure out what we can do. We can talk to Haruko. We can talk to Aito. We can talk to Takamaru. There's the training room. And where's the entrance hall? Can we go outside? You can explore outside the school using the fire extinguishers in the entrance hall. You can only go exploring in the morning, as it will take up the entire day. You'll be able to obtain more BP and materials as you explore. For more details, check the manual by the entrance hall. Okay. A resource map showing different areas outside school grounds and the materials that can be found in them. School outskirts. All types of materials can be found here, but are of lower quality than in other areas. Beach area. Machine materials can be found here. Forest area, plant materials. Cave area, ore materials. Coastal area, textile materials. And that's it. Yeah, fuck it, let's go. You can select a maximum of 3 people to bring exploring. You cannot select characters that are dimmed out. Each character has an exploration skill. Create a team to suit your needs by making choices corresponding to the materials you wish to gather. You can press E to go on a simple exploration, skipping straight to the results screen. However, none of your skills will activate. BP and plan sub? That sounds good. Question is, who do I want my third to be? I feel like Darumi has solid AoE, and Hiruko has really good like single target. Like Takamaru is like the tank. Aito, I just kind of fuck with his vibe. I haven't really used him much, so I kind of just want to see what he's capable of. I think I like Hiruko the most. So I guess if you press E, you just get some shit for free, and then if you press Q, you do the whole thing where you explore like the board game and whatnot. Bonus spaces appear during free time explorations where there are no story objectives. Stopping on them will net you valuable materials. Press E to check your surroundings. Make your way to any bonus spaces. Uggy. So can I start here? Is that what it's saying? Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's scout ahead. I think I only have a level 1 fire extinguisher, right? So, like, I don't think I'd be able to go up there. But I could maybe go there. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, it seems like they want us to go top right, so we'll just do that. So 6 puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It puts us at the question mark. Give me the mystery. Find a natural hot spring. Let's take a dip. Okay, give me the 2. Okay, I don't have... Yeah, I didn't think I had the fire extinguisher for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go here. Give me the 1. Give me the turnip. Took 3 damage, damn! You got owned by a turnip? Takamaru, you're weak. Dog, you suck. You see an old grand piano abandoned by the roadside. A strange noise is coming from it. How can that be? There's no one playing it. Let's look inside. Got radio cassette player. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Give me the 1. And then give me the 2. And then give me the 6.
I got a rare one here.
Raw red crystal. I'll just pluck some leaves. I learned my lesson. Let's do a little battle. Let's do a little battle action, shall we? Okay.
I guess
What do
it's
you
my
have?
turn.
Mow down enemies in front. Okay. You can hit them with the. Oh, that takes. Or no, that only takes 1 AP. I was like, wait, that takes so much AP.
Allow me to trim down their numbers.
And then
Let's give it to
you run it down mid.
Eat this!
And then that
Knocked
gives
it
me
out of
1
the
AP.
Now then, to business.
And then you go over here and hit both of these guys.
Broken so soon. Ready whenever. Die.
Beat that guy's ass.
Time to move.
Beat his ass
How's
again.
this? How unsatisfying. My turn.
I'll do a defensive stance on her.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'll do this, I think.
There.
Hit that guy. Yeah, that's a good turn, I think.
Don't screw with me!
Ugh, not bad.
Decreases to attack and move stats can be removed by taking a defensive stance as well as overwritten by stat boosting effects. So who has a negative? Okay, this guy has move down.
Rev it up!
I think I'm winning. They're getting kind of owned. I do actually want to go here.
Let her rip!
Bonk,
Oh yeah!
and then
Say when.
have this guy. Ooh, you can go over here and get a 2-piece chicken McNugget meal.
Let's do this.
And then you go again.
Got it.
Now then,
And
to
then you
business. Out of
killed
my
this
way.
guy to death.
Yes.
And
Leave it to
you
me.
killed this guy to death. It's he sounded like he said, "Ha! Got him!"
Yes.
Golden pumpkin. Nice. You see some pretty butterflies fluttering around. Their wing patterns are quite unusual. I'll catch one. You carefully observe the butterfly you caught. You felt like you understood its biology a little better. Now I get plus 50% chance of plant. What happens if I go back? Okay, nothing. Look under the cloth. No! We all took 3 damage from that? Goddamn! That thing beat our ass. Pick the fiery looking red ones. Nothing happened. Eggy. I'll just collect everything. Give me the cassette player.
Might
again.
as well take it.
Ooh, big 5er. Okay, I guess we'll do combat again. Luckily, I'm already a
Ready when you
master
are.
at this. Although, it is a little worrisome that, the damage you take persists, so maybe this is a little scary. Do I want to do this? I think no. I think give me someone else.
Let's give it to him!
I need this guy to like run in and tank damage.
My turn.
And then you have her go in and
Die.
kill.
Broken so soon. Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces. How unsatisfying. Now then, to business.
Like, you just have her kill fucking everybody. Like this.
Take this.
And then
Time to move.
probably have her just like stance up. Probably.
I guess it's my turn.
I don't know. Maybe this?
You're in the way!
That seems fine.
It's just a scratch.
Okay, motorcycle guy got a little bit fucked up, but that's
It ain't
fine.
over yet.
Motorcycle guy does no damage.
Say when.
He really is just the tank. Trying to think of like the best way to. I guess it's probably something like this.
That's it.
Time for battle.
You definitely gotta go. Probably like this,
Chop you to pieces.
so you get plus
Ready whenever.
damage, and then you go over here,
Die.
beat this guy's ass,
Time to move.
beat his ass again.
Broken so soon.
Oh, you could just ult.
Can't slow me down.
Attack +1 to user during battle. Okay.
I'm all fired up.
Yeah, do that. And
I
then
still got gas.
now you do 2 damage and you kill those guys.
This.
Easy. The combat's actually
I'll take this with me.
pretty. It's pretty chill. What is the purple question? You found pudding. Takamaru wants to use it in a recipe. What should he make? Enjoy your pudding curdy. 5 damage! It just killed Takamaru! What the fuck? Oh, hell no. We gotta get out of here.
I'll take this with me.
Oh my god, everyone just got owned by pudding. Are you serious? Oh my fucking god, this is unreal. Okay. Alright, we gotta do the baby mode combat so we can get out of here with our fucking lives. This is so stupid. Okay.
Hardly a challenge.
I'm seeing the line here, I'm seeing the route.
How unsatisfying. Not yet.
Okay, so you can just insta-die
can
and
still
use your
fight.
ult if you want.
Out of my way. Don't underestimate me. I'll chop you to pieces.
And then
Ready when you are.
I'm looking into the matrix. I think it goes like this,
Yeah. Let's go.
and then it goes.
Yeah.
I fucking threw! Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit the other way. I wanted to move forward and move the and angle it the other way. Whatever. They want that. Oh my god.
We must retreat.
They wanted her ass dead. When an enemy defeats an ally, the enemy will transform into a terrifying threat. They won't be easy to defeat, but if you can pull it off, you'll get a large amount of voltage. I like kind of can't believe this is real. That's all I'm saying. That's just kind of crazy.
Good to go.
Okay, I mean this guy dies like 100,000,000%.
I've got this.
Like I can just
Here we
just
go.
smack him like a brainlet and he just dies.
All right, I've got this. Ha!
Yay, I win. Okay, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
I'll take this.
Fucking Mondo got one shot by pudding. Alright, hopefully this lets me leave. Additionally, you'll be able to move between checkpoints. If you see locked checkpoints on your map, take the initiative to reach them. Can I leave? Thank you. Thank you.
That
Get me
should
out
do
of
it.
here, man. Get me out of here. I want to know what any of this stuff does. Like, I collected all these goodies, but like, now what do I do with them?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Shut up, Saray. I don't give a damn about what you say. It's that time again, huh? Haruko's plan to pressure the others into fighting still has me worried. She'd already banned them from the cafeteria. What would she do next? Whatever it is, I hope it's nothing too extreme. Dreading what the morning might bring, I slipped into an uneasy sleep, ending my 9th day at Last Defense Academy. I feel like those were really gross slurping sounds, and I apologize.
Up and out!
Shut up. Wait, he like said something, I think. He like said something important, and I totally just skipped it off. Wow, look at you guys, making it in double digits. In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor. I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there. Yeah. Saray, you're kind of dead, buddy. We kind of picked like your skin suit out of the garbage, so you're kind of not gonna be explaining anything in person. We've only been here 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. We're really just getting started. And without Saray, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go home. Back to the Tokyo residential complex. Back to Karuwa. My GF.
Hey!
It'll all work out somehow. It always does. The morning announcements to the rec room and leisure lounge have been unlocked now. Maybe I should go check them out. Watch Saray actually like just be there. Third floor. Okay, we go hallway. What do you think about this, Mondo? I came by to check out the leisure lounge, but when I saw Haruko, I figured I'd better back off. It's bad enough dealing with her shit when everyone else is there. I don't think I could handle her on my own. She's pretty hot. Too bad about her personality. You got that right. Last Defense Casino? Oh, man. So this is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. We play a Balatro in the Last Defense Casino. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here, to be honest. It's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this. Motherfucker, there are slot machines everywhere. This is... I mean, it's not, like... As far as casinos go, this is pretty reasonable, but... As far as, like, a high school goes, this is a little unusual, Takumi. Hey, Takumi, you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. It's a major disappointment, though. There's no edgelord manga or misery porn anime or hardcore erogees or anything. I'm gonna say something brave. I don't like this character. I know this is going to be most people's favorite. I don't like her. She lays it on way too thick. Like, she's already a lot visually. But I'm like, you gotta, like, I don't know. I don't. Maybe there's redemption, but I'm very B tier about her. She doesn't suck as bad as most of the characters, but she does kind of suck. I don't know. She's weird and that's the point, but I don't know. I'd be more worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use some of this equipment now that Soray's not here to tell us how it all works? Don't worry, he left behind some manuals and stuff. Aito's reading one right now. I'm not so great with all those big words or small ones or phonemic. I've never even seen phonemic as a word. Or phonemic awareness in general, really. And don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. She's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. What's up, Aito? Gave me the rundown. Aito's intently scanning the pages of that book. I wonder if he's figured anything out. Is that one of the manuals? What's it say? It seems to be for that device over there. Oh, that. What exactly is that? It doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called a giftomatic. Giftomatic is a shit name for it, but sure. I wonder what it does. Let me read you the introduction from the manual. It's just the Mono Mono machine from Danganronpa. True to its name, the Giftomatic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1. Select an item from the machine's extensive database. Step 2. Insert the required materials. Step 3. The item you requested pops out, whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection towards your comrades and strengthen your esprit de corps. Okay. That's about the size of it. A gift-making machine. Kind of a weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps, but assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. I looked at the list of available items. It can make clothes, shoes, household goods, and even more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. How about gory movies or games that were banned for being too extreme? Yes, actually. Seriously? It really is extensive. It sounds like magic, or alchemy, maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revivomatic is just as much of a mystery, and that hasn't stopped us from using it. Hi, Casey. How you doing? I remember you were here last time. Welcome back. We're not too far in. We're just a little bit past the prologue. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. This is like the day that we were all kind of waiting for. It's finally out, so it's hard not to be a little excited. I'm definitely tired, but I feel like I'm not giving it my full yippee, but I'm giving it a big yippee. I have to refill on tea soon though, or else my throat is gonna start hurting from reading. From yapping and reading. Yeah, I guess not. Do you think giving gifts would help to alleviate some of the tension around here? I don't know. The differences between the fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep-seated to resolve that easily. I feel like that doesn't have to be the case. I feel like it's just Haruko being extremely abrasive and like creating all of this conflict. I feel like it doesn't have to be such a harsh separation between people who are willing to fight and people who don't want to fight, but I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just Haruko's fault. It's just her fault. Wait until I'm not broke anymore. I'm buying this for my Switch immediately. Hell yeah. I looked at the price this morning. I was like, damn, $60. I guess I gotta tank that one. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't really be upset about it because, you know, I get to support developers that I want to support and whatnot. And it's worth $60, but I'm just also... I hate buying stuff at full price. I always want to just wait for a sale. It's just the kind of person I am. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Okay, what about right now? Not yet. Soon TM. Leisure lounge. This is the world's clearest water. This is like... It's too clear. It's like tap water. What did he say? This must be the leisure lounge. It looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. I like it. Huh? Not you. I'm talking about the room. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it, would you? It's important to take time to rest and recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. That's what I'm saying. She's like Toko if she was way too confident in herself and she was the girl boss instead of Byakuya. Maybe this is Byakuya and Toko's kid. Maybe that's the headcanon. It makes sense. Huh? That's surprising. I guess even Haruko likes to let her hair down every now and then. Wipe that expression off your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. What? What kind of expression did I have? Takumi, you sly dog. You sly dog, you. I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. That's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiroko would just descend into an extensive training session anyway. I would be the most, like, I would be so stressed out the whole time. So I get it.
Huh?
Okay, I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now. Maybe I'll go back to my room and think about what to do next. What I do next is I go to the gift machine and I stock up on 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 different gifts. A rec room and leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What other kinds of rooms does the school have that we don't know about? When will we get to see them? I still have some free time today. What should I do next? I know exactly what we're doing. You can now make gifts. By giving characters their preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kind of presents to find out what they like best. You'll need BP and materials to make gifts. In addition, you'll need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained from treasure chest spaces and through progressing the story. Fair enough, I literally just went outside. Hello, hello. Thank you, I'm glad that you like them. I feel really bad I haven't made one in like... I haven't made a Guess the Danganronpa character in almost a month. It was like the second. I've been slacking. I busted my ass making Danganronpa Family Feud, and then I'm like, damn, I need a break. And then I just kept playing Blueprints for like 2 weeks, and I've been slacking on my responsibilities. But I have one recorded that needs to be edited. I've been wanting to work on it this week. So I'll hopefully have another one up this week. Splatter movies for Daromi, naturally. Book cover. Glasses stand. Folk song compilation. Milk bottle lid. I don't know who would like this. I feel like the Discord mod guy would like it. Hamster plushie. I need to get a sunflower seed. Simple toys, Rubik's Cube. Winter ice cream stick. Take it to the store you bought it from to get a free ice cream. But the school doesn't even have a store. I gotta think of who do I want to give gifts to. Detective merch. I guess like of the characters so far, I do like Haruko, but she also stresses me out. I guess we should see... What would she like? Reverse blade sword? Doesn't cut, but is a dangerous blunt weapon. Replica infuser? Folding chair? I like that. A wok, silverware, briefcase, ton of paper. Noose. Party poppers, earplugs, comb, dumbbell, yoga outfit, swimsuit. Both kinds. Snake plushie. Holy shit, there are so many. A Kako mini standee. I mean, I know exactly who that goes to. Crystal ball. If you've got a good arm, you could also try throwing it. I see what you did there. I get it. That's a reference. You can craft a skeleton. I feel like, for whatever reason, I feel like Haruko would like this. So let's make one. Oh, you just straight up give them. Like, right away.
Surprisingly thoughtful of you. I won't lick a gift horse in the mouth.
Big W. We win. We win the gamble. Let's go. Trigger Happy Havoc reference? Exactly. There's so many Danganronpa references in the game. It's crazy. You can check each character's preferred items in their report cards, and you'll be given hints as you do student activities. This is a first-time bonus. There is a first-time bonus for any gifts you make for the first time, so gather up those hints and make all the gifts you can. Okay, that's actually an interesting way of doing it. So instead of giving the same gift like every time, it's like, hey, figure out all the gifts that they like. So I think that's fun. I like that. That does seem to take up like an entire day though, or an entire free time sequence. We could do more training, I believe. Let's do some more. You can filter gifts by pressing E. Use the hints given during student activities to narrow down a character's preferred items using category and keyword filters. What do we have? Category. I guess I must not, like, have any. That's interesting. Oh, here's all of the machines we can make. Analytical machine. It's really expensive though. It's 60 whatever, like screws. That's like all I have. I guess they're all actually pretty expensive. You might even get rich if you use it on a treasure map. I wonder if that's like a hint or if that's just flavor text. Like, am I gonna find a treasure map and I'll have used this? I hope you like this.
Surprisingly thoughtful of you.
Yeah, I know. I'm
lick a
awesome.
gift horse in the mouth.
Great job. I leveled up my math. Let's go. Now I could do 2 plus 2. Maybe.
Howdy, soldiers.
At level
It's
3 I
time
could
to
do
hit the
2
hay.
times 2.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Nah, Saray, the invaders will never
Well
attack.
then, good night.
Good night.
Hmm.
I I want to spend time with more characters. I'm like frustrated. I do like the like 5 that I have right now, but I'm like, come on. Let me talk to the people, Piccolo. One thing concerns me though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. I hope they're okay. I doubt Haruka would stop at the cafeteria. She could have forbidden them from using other facilities as well. What's her next move going to be? Will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? I wouldn't be surprised if literally every... Alright, when we go to the Gift-O-Matic next, we have to see just how many like murder weapon references there were. Because there was the glass ball that was... It wasn't actually the murder weapon of Case 1, but it was relevant. There was a dumbbell, which was Case 2. So Case 3 would be like a Justice Hammer? Maybe. I'm curious just how many references there'll be. What's her next move going to be? With all this, will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I'll just have to see how it goes. God damn it, Takumi. With nothing else to do, I got into bed, and within a few minutes, I was fast asleep. I'm gonna be right back really fast quick. I'm just gonna get a cup of water.
Up and Atom troops!
Give me 1 second.
Time to rise and shine!
Damn, I thought I had a different shirt down here. It's so hot. I'm in a hoodie. I gotta change out of the hoodie. I'm sweating. Okay, no more hoodie. Alright.
Get ready for your 11th day of active
Yippee,
service
11th
here
day.
at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
I can't believe that... Well, I guess I haven't looked at all of them. But I'm like, there's gotta be
ready to give your life
the
to
replica
protect our beloved
sword.
school from the
Because that,
vile and
I think, is
barbaric
literally a gift in every single Danganronpa game. I feel like there's gotta be a golden replica sword. I shouldn't have put on a long sleeve shirt. Like, what's the point of having changed out of hoodie into long sleeve shirt? It's just more of the same. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere.
Huh?
Bing bong. Sounds like somebody's here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. There's like no peephole. I took a few hesitant steps towards the door, then took a deep breath and opened it, only to find... Hi, Darumi. What's up? Darumi? Is something wrong? Oh, Takumi, you sweet summer child, you. You really haven't noticed? I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. So hey, you wanna come die with me? Huh? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. We'll finally be at peace. Come on, it only hurt for a second.
Let's just die. Die, 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 die.
What the? Hey, hold on a minute. Yeah, she's freaking it. Just kidding. Man, you should have seen your face. You've been Darumi, brah. She's such a fucking idiot. How was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. Suffer. That was hardly what I'd call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Non-fighters? Well, I fight though. Really? Haruko's letting them back in? Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you could help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Confucius say that once? No, he never said that one. We gotta get her out of here. She's just a little freak. Dude, I thought she perma died in the demo. Cause like she died in like the first, I don't know if it was the first combat, but one of the first combats, she got owned by like the big bad, and then she came back to life, and I'm like, damn. That kind of would have been crazy if they just insta-killed this character right off the rip. Yeah, she also died in the trailer. I think it was the same moment. The moment from the demo was the same one that they used in the trailer. Yeah, she got absolutely obliterated. And then she was like, I'm fine now. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay, well, I guess there's not as bad of stakes in the Fire Emblem combat as I thought. You've got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now I won't have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. She constantly bounces between like charming and like a very like campy like you're such an idiot. And sometimes she bounces between Darumi, shut the fuck up, please. It's constantly in flux. It's constantly a back and forth. Darumi waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff she'd been saying. I just have to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria, right? Dude, listen to the way he sighed. He was like, holy shit, I was so fucking terrified. He's like, that was awful. Dude, honestly, V3's room was way cooler than this room. This room is such a, I think like as far as texture wise, I don't even know if it looks better. It's kind of like a drag, you know? Like V3's room was kind of nice. It's kind of bougie. But this one, you got like rusty pipes and stuff. It's a little bit dreary. I just have to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria. That should be easy enough. I better get going. Like, look at this bathroom. You just have a little glass square where you just shower and everyone can just, well, I mean, I guess it's your own room, but people could just look into the mirror and just watch you take a bath? It's kind of fucked up. Alright, I gotta go to Tsubasa. This is Tsubasa's room. After checking the nameplates to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. Maybe it's fog glass? That's optimistic thinking right there. I mean, it probably would fog up when you take a shower, but also, I don't know. What if you're just trying to use the bathroom, no shower? Oh wait, is fog glass like you close the door and it automatically fogs up like when someone's in there? Is that how fog glass works? Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. Maybe. I mean, it's within the realm of possibility, but I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter because everyone has their own rooms, so it's not like you would be you would really expect to have people in your room. But what if you're just like, yeah man, come over to my room, we'll just hang out for a little bit, it'll be just like chill, comfy vibes. And then you're like, oh, you know, I really gotta go to the bathroom. And then you like shove him out the front door so that you can go to the bathroom, and then you let him back in after you're done using the bathroom. Maybe. I don't know. Questionable. Yeah, the second game did have the best rooms, I would say. I mean, V3 was actually really nice, but Danganronpa 2 was definitely a vibe. It really helps sell you on the whole beach house aesthetic. I feel like, I don't know how I feel about the aesthetic of this game. It's very like industrial, but sometimes like industrial futuristic, but sometimes there are like cool areas, like the leisure lounge is pretty cool. I don't know. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. Hello, Tsubasa, it's me. After a little while, the door opened. Takumi, what is it? I'm on messenger duty. Haruka wants us all to meet up in the cafeteria. All of us? Even the non-fighters? Yesterday she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. Has she taken that back? Haruka said that? She really has been cracking the whip. Who knows? Maybe she wants to apologize. She has been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that. This is Haruka we're talking about. Yeah, I know. She's kind of an asshole. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just isn't possible for me. Imagine it goes to 101 days and the day is just V3's ending all over again. Dude, there would be riots in the street. There would be pandemonium. Still looking like she might burst into tears at any moment, Tsubasa slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. We got him. The tragedy would become real. I can't believe that was Kodaka's plan the whole time, is he wanted to make the tragedy into a real thing. He wanted to make Danganronpa real life. I honestly... Well, I guess there are... If there's 100 endings, they can make V3's ending be one of them. And maybe I could live with that. If it's just one ending, then that's not so bad. I can live with that. Because then I just save scum and I do the other route, and then it's like everybody explodes. And that's the ending. Kibo he explodes the entire facility, and that's the ending. That's the bad ending. This is Gaku's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. After a little while, the door slowly opened.
Oh, it's just you. What do you want?
Haruko said she wants everyone to meet up in the cafeteria.
For real? Us too? Ugh. What she want this time? I just know it's nothing good. That girl's got it in for me. And it's not just her either. I bet all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight.
No, not really.
I've said this before, but you guys are the weird ones, you know that? Regular people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought.
I get what you mean, but... Fine, Haruko wants us in the cafeteria, I'll go. If I don't, it'll only get worse for me, right? Man, oh man, what rotten luck. Would that be your weapon of choice, a machine gun? I feel like that's probably just the most optimal. Like everyone's using like melee weapons, like mankind didn't make fucking like fighter jets, helicopters, atomic bombs, because they're like, wait, why are we fighting with fucking swords and shit? We have guns and grenades. Just have like the fucking giant Gatling gun minigun and just mow everybody down. Yeah, you get hit in like the shin with a lacrosse stick, you're done. It's over for you. That's 10 points of fall damage. After several dramatic groans, Gaku skulked off in the direction of the cafeteria. We're the weird ones for fighting? Don't go thinking I don't know that. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. Alright, I've done what Darumi asked me to. I should head to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Haruko getting us all together, though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. Maybe... You know, maybe she changed... Maybe she turned over a new leaf. Maybe she's good now. Maybe. You just tripped him. Wait, you got tripped or you tripped somebody else today? If you attack someone with like a ball, then you're basically Ryoma. Because Ryoma killed an entire mafia group with a fucking tennis ball. I can only imagine just how, like, that has to be such a dense, like, strong tennis ball. You tripped over one, full on flipped. That's tough. Hopefully it wasn't, like, too bad. Hopefully it wasn't too embarrassing or it didn't hurt too bad. Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry I'm getting stomach cramps. Of course, I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. Okay, just totally... So now you really are just that heartless? Okay. I'm so mad when I make the same joke that the game does. I hate it. I hate it here. You are totally heartless. Haruko, please, give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. Very well, help yourself to dry bread. 1 per person. Just 1 slice each? We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders, come on.
That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe could probably be used more productively somewhere else.
Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. She totally just ignored what Shoma said. She's like, yeah, I don't care what you have to say, Pipsqueak. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like we kind of managed just fine. Like, you know, it is kind of sucks that they're a bunch of freeloaders, but we're handling ourselves just fine. It's not that big of a deal. So why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shoma. Shoma boss. God. We can't have Kako and Shoma. This is so cooked. Fucking hell. The non-fighters, as we've been calling you, I've decided. You're going to leave this school. Huh? What do you mean, leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out. What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out, and if you won't leave of your own accord, I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Haruko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? Why do you think? We've been brought here for one purpose and one purpose only. To fight. Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here. So why not get rid of them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down on the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. What? As decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. You can't just use us like that. You should be grateful. I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt I'd make much difference. I'll just get stepped on like the cockroach I am, and that'll be the end of it. Haruko, are you for real right now? You can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading the school now, and what I say goes. Don't think, don't argue, just obey my orders. Hi Carmelo. This is the official Fangan. This is the latest game by Kadaka and Uchikoshi. They left Spike Chunsoft to make Totally Not Danganronpa 4. And this is it. It literally came out like, well, I guess it's like 18 hours ago. It came out like at midnight today. And that's what we're doing here. It's the 100 line Last Defense Academy. It's basically their Fanganronpa because they can't call it Danganronpa because that's a Spike Chunsoft IP. And they have their own studio. It's basically Danganronpa 4, except it's not. It is, but it isn't. There's not a whole lot of child murder going on. Yeah, no problem. If we get Danganronpa 4, it should be a V3 pregame. I really can't imagine them doing it like any other way. Like in V3, they're like, there's been a million other Danganronpa games before this. So I feel like you allude to that and you could have, I guess if it's, I don't know. I feel like you can't really do the game that is immediately before V3 because then it's like, oh, well, obviously I know who's gonna survive this game. Maybe I won't know exactly the events that take place, but I'll at least know who survives, and I feel like that's kind of a huge plot point. I feel like it would kind of ruin a lot of the story if you know who survives. If you're like, oh, I obviously Rantaro survives because he's in the next game, but it would still be interesting. It just would ruin like a large point of the game. But there's so many. There's 50 other Danganronpas that they do before V3, so you know the sky's the limit. First time watching the stream, well then welcome. Hopefully you enjoy listening to me yap. I'll try and progress the story more than I feel like I've been yapping a lot. And I feel like we're getting to some real juice now, where Haruko, the resident girl boss, daughter of Toko and Byakuya, not really, is saying that everyone who refuses to fight for the school is getting kicked out of the school. So I'm curious where this is gonna go. But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? Huh? Well, you see, now no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously, right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. I need some water. Wait, Haruko, please. This is all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know? Alright, you've got 5 days. Huh? 5 days. You've got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever. Just 5 days? If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary brusque attitude? I've never even seen that word, that's crazy. Maybe I need to read more. Haruko said all she had to say and left without another word. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades. Friends. Friends? Yeah, right. I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Haruko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It's still better than being forced to fight. You sure about that? I mean, once you get outside school grounds... I know. Sheesh, it's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding us. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, this whole saving humanity thing... Oh shit, I just skipped like all of it. This whole saving humanity thing, it can go to hell for all I care. My whole life's just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I'd better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Haruka had been. He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern-day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. Talking like this is the only thing that I'm good for. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. This guy's... If I didn't enjoy voicing him, he would suck more than than he does. But I like doing his voice, and he's so over the top that I actually don't hate him. Like, he's actually not like F tier. He's like actually C tier. Maybe he is the mastermind. Unfortunately, I know like what his weapon is, and I'm like, that's crazy. It's crazy that he's so powerful. Dude, Shoma is like beyond depressed. He's like, he doesn't even want to be on this earth. Ryoma's my goat though. This Ryoma slander. They're definitely relatable though. Ryoma's like, I have nothing to live for. Everything's fucked. And then Shoma's like, I don't even deserve to live. The fact that I was born is even a mistake. But Ryoma's like, I guess Ryoma kind of is like, I should have never been born because bad things always follow in my wake. They're a little too similar. Also, like, as far as like, Ryoma has, I think he's got like, let me look at a picture of Ryoma. I feel like he has like the ears, right? Ryoma Hoshi. Yeah, he's got like the spiky ears, and then Shoma has like the Mickey Mouse ears. They're a little too similar, even visually. Yeah, I've played through all the Danganronpa games. This Danganronpa is like, it's my whole shtick. Although I haven't really engaged in fangans. I want to play Eden's Garden, but the thing is, I'm like, should I just wait until it's like done and then I could just one-shot it? Like, that would be kind of sick. I mean, that might take like 2 years, like at least, but it would be kind of sick. What if they both die chapter 2? He might die. I mean, there's definitely a timeline where he dies, because there's like, the shtick with this game is that there's 100 different unique endings. Like, I don't know if you've played Zero Escape, but in Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward, there's like a million different branching paths. Where like sometimes you would get like a bad ending and it's just like, you died. And it's like, that's it. It's like a very generic ending, but their bit is like 100 unique endings that you could reasonably consider to be the true ending. Like, that's this game's whole design philosophy. Oh, I didn't even know Eden's Garden. Well, actually, I guess I did know Eden's Garden had a chapter 1. But yeah, I'm interested in Eden's Garden. It looks really good, and I've heard really good things about it, but I've been avoiding spoilers because I'm like, maybe I'll just do it all in one like sitting. Well, not one sitting, but like, I wait until it's complete, and then I just go hog wild and just, I go, and I just eat it all up, like, now that it's complete. That's my plan. Hopefully I can do that, but we'll see. I have been lacking in keeping up with fangans though. Maybe that's just me making an excuse for not having played Eden's Garden. I don't know. Shoma, I get where Hiroku's coming from, you know? It's not fair for us to hang back and let you do all the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not going to happen. Tsubasa. If you're waiting for it every chapter, at least it's 2 years. Oh my god. I'm gonna be fucking... I'm gonna be so old when Eden's Garden comes out. I maybe, like, optimistically, I'm like, maybe it'll take like a year between each chapter or something. Like, now that they have most of the assets for like chapter 1 and they've already done a full chapter, maybe it'll be easier to make future chapters going forward. But maybe. One can only hope. Because the idea of waiting, so if it's chapter 1, then it'd be 2 years, chapter 2, 4 years, chapter 3, 6 years, chapter 4, 8 years, chapter 5, 10 years, chapter 6. So I'd have to wait 10 years to play Project Eden Garden. Which is a long time. Even if it's 1 year for each chapter, that's 5 years I'd have to wait for the game to be complete. That would be insane. But it might be. It might be the reality. But I'm choosing to be optimistic, and maybe it'll be now that they have all of like the groundwork laid, that it'll be faster. I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway. Huh? It's the same as saying you don't care if you die up there, you know that? Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. I could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. Oh, we sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess that's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Outsuki. Why'd you have to betray us and join the Battle Freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What shall we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it. Yeah, visually, he looks a lot like Kokichi. But he acts like Korekio. Fine, keep your secrets, but you know there's still time to change your mind, right? This guy's Mondo, like 1,000,000,000,000,000,000%. I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out of here, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise so long as I'm with my dear sister. Kokichi on the seesaw with his sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. That's what I think anyway, because that's what it has been. And also a downside would be everyone would know that start all the way to the end. You'd be starting it, so less viewers. I feel like maybe. I mean, I feel like there's also... It's also exciting to see people that... It's exciting to see people get into like a franchise that you're familiar with. Like I've seen this VTuber Randon the Orc. I've followed him like a little bit for some time prior, and he's just recently getting into Trigger Happy Havoc, and I'm like, this is fun watching him get into this game where I like know everything. It's refreshing to like have somebody with like coming in from the outside. I feel like there is still value in being unaware while everyone else, like starting a game new that everyone else has already played. I feel like it can still be entertaining to see them play it through it for the first time. Oh, don't worry about it. I didn't notice any spelling mistakes. I'd just be reading really fast so that I'd stumble over my words. The Tsukumo twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and buskin masks. Balatro reference? Sock and buskin? Sock and buskin? Damn, ain't a single one of them willing to fight, not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Haruko was bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. We've got 5 days. Isn't there anything we can do?
She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that you mention it, Takumi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I'm trying to think who Aito reminds me of. He's almost like... I don't know. My initial thought is like Kyoko, but he's a little too... He wears his heart on his sleeve a lot more than Kyoko does. I don't know, he's like a sidekick character, but I don't know. I can see the glasses. The glasses are definitely kind of Byakuya. I feel like he also kind of has Kokichi hair. He's kind of got my hair, actually. He's ripping off of my hairstyle. What the hell? Bro, I got into Danganronpa like 10 years ago. It's insane. I watched a streamer play it. I watched him play through all of Trigger Happy Havoc, and I'm like, wait, this actually rocks. And then when he started the second game, I'm like, I'm not waiting for him to play these games. I'm buying it myself. I'm playing it myself. I was like 16 when I got into it, and now I'm just an old ass man. Maybe she's expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Haruka wants us to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in? She's planning to give us that time all along? Bro, I don't think it's gonna work. I feel like, have we not been trying? I guess we haven't been trying that hard to convince people to stay. We're all just dancing to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Got into it almost a year ago and binged gameplays of all the games in a month and a half. Dude, that's how it goes. Although when I played the second game, the third game wasn't out yet, but it came out like a year later, so I didn't have to wait very long. But that was super hype. I feel like when I got into it, I like got into it heavy. Like I watched all of the Trigger Happy Havoc streams, and then I probably beat the second game in like a week or two. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll watch the entire playthrough of fucking Ultra Despair Girls, and I guess I'll watch all of Danganronpa 3. I'll just consume every single piece of media regarding Danganronpa, like, right away. And it was awesome. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of them seemed like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reasons. In that case, we'll need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them. But how? It doesn't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right. We need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Oh shit, I think I skipped some dialogue. Oh, it was just Takumi saying, food? Food? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. I feel like this is all part of Hiruko's plan. She's like, I'll be the villain, you guys can sneak them food and try and get on their good side and convince them to fight. I feel like that's her entire scheme right here. She's like, you know what, I'll just embrace being the bad guy if that means you guys will get them to cooperate. Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. So we gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. Aight, who do we get to do this? And then everyone looks at me. You fucking assholes. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Ima. They already consider me a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. All the subtlety and planning crap ain't really my thing, and you just know Darumi'd only make it worse. Yay, I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. See, sometimes I like Darumi, sometimes she's charming. We'll still help you any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. Heck, it'd only reverse your social links with us if you try to do it all yourself at this point. Thanks, guys. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. After taking a moment to outline our goals going forward, Aito, Takamaru, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. 5 days. Just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa, Shoma, Kako. What if I just called her Keiko? That would feel better coming out of my mouth. And Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. I mean, Tsubasa is my number 1 seed. Visually, I like her. And I want her to be cooperative. What do you mean that's not their name? She's Keiko now. I'm changing her name. It's just has to be that way. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. Okay, the first one I'm going to try and convince is Tsubasa. I don't even get to choose. Well, this feels bad. I want to have the option. I don't want to be railroaded into choosing Tsubasa. I want to choose Tsubasa because I like her and not because the game wants me to. Whatever. I'm just gonna gaslight myself into believing that they knew. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out. I go to her room and I go, please, 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 please. Do I have to go to the cafeteria first, or is it just kind of implied? I guess it's implied. Solid plan. It works every time. What is it, Takumi? Please, 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 please. Is it Haruka again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Haruko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? And would you mind letting me use your bathroom? Of course, come on in. Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi. What am I, a consolation prize? The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. Ah, this is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute. Phew, I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today. Have you just been living on dry bread since Haruko banned you from the cafeteria? Yeah, that bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I can try to sneak you some bread or rice balls. Really? But in exchange, would you open up to me? Real sly Takumi. Yeah, real fucking... You could have, like, you know, been a little more, a little less obvious about your intentions. Huh? Open up to you? About what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. Ugh, I should have expected this. Is this what you were after from the start? No. No. Yes. The sandwiches were to bribe me for information. Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. But in exchange, I'm gonna want some more moist bread later. She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing.
Huh?
What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? When I get nervous, it comes out, and not just a little bit.
Hey!
When what comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke, I puke, okay? Jesus. Takumi, you gotta be one dense motherfucker to not understand what she was getting at when she gags every single time combat is brought up. You idiot. Why eat her crap when you can eat his smack? Yeah, Matthew. Protagonist moment? Yeah, exactly. He's just dumb as dirt. That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl. Come to think of it, Tsubasa's always retching. No way! What a crazy revelation we just made. I didn't realize we had a fucking ultimate detective Takumi. I don't know what his last name is. This is what I'm talking about. I wish you would just not make sickness noises all the time. That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I'd turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. You really want to get showered by my puke? Alright, I get it. Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes? Shut up, I get it, Tsubasa, I get it. Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them worked. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picturing myself fighting the invaders. Exactly. Yeah, have you tried just like not? What if you know, food for thought, you know, maybe saying food is not the right word to say in the situation when we're talking about getting sick, but what if we just killed you and then you came back to life and it cured your condition that you have?
we gotta duct tape her mouth shut, but not her nose so she can still breathe, but just so like nothing comes out. Are you okay? Oh god, no. No, I can't keep it. Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. Alright. Danganronpa is so back? Question mark. Giftomatic cure? That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta put her in the Revivomatic so that it heals. It heals her and she just stops being the way she is. And then she'd be awesome. She immediately pushes me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. Yeah, good job. Good job talking to me, you fucking asshole. You just had to pry, huh? You just had to do it. You made a cute girl throw up. Do you feel bad about yourself? Do you feel regret? That's a tough thing to live with. She would probably be awesome on the battlefield. That room is gonna smell awful, man. Yeah, it's like in the carpet. It's like, look at all like the cracks and like the walls because it's like a futuristic design. Like it's probably everywhere, man. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. But there's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I could find a way to suppress her nausea. Let's go. That stuff goes right through. Yeah. Yeah. She didn't make it to the bathroom, unfortunately. We gotta keep like a bucket like on standby for her. How though? Puking is... Puking? Aito, how long have you been there? I just came by to see if I could help with anything. Yeah, someone give her some ginger ale. She needs a can of Schweppes. I just came by to see if I could help with anything. So what is this about puking? I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles, but I'm gonna air out someone's personal health struggles, like right now. But this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceeded to tell Aito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. Okay, paradigm shift, I'm listening. Yeah, what if we actually use it, like, for good, you know? What if it's actually... What if it's actually like a powerful ult? Like that's her ult right there, is she throws up at the enemies. This sucks. I don't want the vomit cannon, man. Why is this a major plot point? I want this arc to end. I see. So that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead.
Huh?
What do you mean? Like, have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. Sick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? Dude, I put 100 on the line. I put 100 on black. Spin the roulette wheel. I'm winning big. I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they even have sick bags here? High quality ones at that? What about using that gift-o-matic in the rec room? Alright, you totally predicted what was gonna happen. I think you actually, Sean, I think you actually have played this game before. You knew what was gonna happen before it happened. Be honest, did you co-write this game? Are you one of the writers? Maybe you're on the translation team. Yeah, they don't have them here. We just need to make them. So what if I did? Well, if you did, well, I guess if you're on the translation team, there's nothing you could really do about this being the major plot point, but I wish that you've reconsidered that we're spending like I don't it sucks that we're constantly talking about puke, and that sucks. It's just how I feel. This is like a pee-pee poo-poo type of deal. Holy shit, it's John 100 line. Last Defense Academy. Yeah, if they don't have them here, we just need to make them. It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check the gift-o-matic. Give me world's strongest fashionable sick pouch. It's literally free. A fashionable sick pouch. This looks perfect. Ugh. This is disgusting. Tsubasa is sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. The materials we'll need are string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort? I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bag. And so, Aito and I split up together the materials we needed to make the sick bag. Now where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Okie dokie. Can I, Darmy, where the fuck are you? It says you're right here, but you lie. That's lies. Not lies. Found you. Darmy, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it? I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in there raw dog, so I always end up cutting my finger on the cracked surface. Right. You should be careful. I always imagined that all girls carried around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch. Really? Back around where we found Aito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetics shop. I memorized where it was so I could go maybe pick up something from there later. Can you tell me where it is? I got the general coordinates of the cosmetics shop from Darumi. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go check this place out later. Alright. W. We could maybe ask Hiroku. Well, I'm not saying you have to like go in. You could like knock on the door and ask her. Takumi, you silly goose. How's Aito doing? Look, Takumi. I found a plastic bag. Nice one, Aito. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know. I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with friends like this. And he's going... I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. He did find one of the items after all. He said, well, it's really not that fun, but I'm glad that you were having a good time, Aito. Entrance hall. What is these schemers up to? A fashionable pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. Not even once? We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We'd only be targeted by robbers if we did. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. Yes, we literally keep things on our person.
Ah, reminds me of the nights we slept sleeping on the streets. Me snuggling up against my sister dearest. We were pressed up very close. What kind of horrible struggles did these two go through? You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh. Thanks, I'll do that. Well, I didn't find a pouch. I managed to get some string. That's progress, at least. Alright, well, it sounds like now we probably go exploring in the outside. Oh shit, I just left. I keep pressing right click, which is the skip button and also the back button. Okay, I can't upgrade stuff yet. How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling that she'll choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards. Bike lovers? Does Tsubasa like bikes? I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. That much, huh? Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Her voice reminds me of Jekka from Class of 09. And Jekka is my goat, so Tsubasa is... She's grandfathered in. Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takamaru, do you know where I could find a fashionable pouch? A what? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Well, we got string in a plastic bag, but we came up short on the fashionable pouch.
Huh?
Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetics shop where we found Aito outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. I might stop in like an hour. I think an hour is where we'll call it, and then we'll probably pick it up tomorrow. I'll try and start earlier, I think. Methinks. I'll also hopefully have just like a straight up Danganronpa related video up by tomorrow. Maybe I'll work on a new Guess the Danganronpa first. I don't know. Maybe both. I'll try and make both happen. Ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi? Yeah, I'm ready. What, is it just the two of us? Or maybe this cutscene happens first. Treasure chest spaces will now appear during explorations. Landing on one will grant you a key item. By obtaining key items from treasure chests, you'll be able to make new gifts with the Gift-O-Matic. Many characters' preferred items can be made from key items, so try to land on treasure chest spaces whenever you can. Oogie, let's head for the cosmetic shop. It's somewhere around the spot where we found you. And that should be in that direction. Oops, I just bumped my mic. Sorry, accident. Go, go, go. Look in the trunk. Yippee, scrap parts. Ignore them. I don't want to die. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fish it out with a net.
I'll take
Itty.
this with me.
Damn it.
This looks quite rare.
Oh. It just automatically lets you stop on it. That's kind of sweet. Take them as materials.
I'll take this with me.
Nice. Now we have all the materials we need. Let's get back to the rec room and make that gift for Tsubasa. And we got a little bit of bonus. It's as simple as that. Crafting complete.
Aha!
Yes, we made a fashionable sick pouch. We did it, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us. I mean, will it? I mean, just because you have a place to throw up doesn't mean that you want to throw up. Like, I still wouldn't really want to participate because it's like, well, throwing up is like, that's like painful. That like hurts every time like you do it, especially like the more that you do it, the more I feel that it hurts. Thank you, Aito. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. Yeah? What's that? The important people we left behind at the Tokyo residential complex. The things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. Like her grandpa's workshop. Oh! The important people we left back in the Tokyo residential complex. This is someone like what Karuo is to me. Not only do we eliminate her... Fuck, I just skipped everything. Alright. Hey, we're back. Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. But why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? You what? What do you mean? You know exactly why. That's whatever. I'm just doing my persuasion mission. Say the right things to Tsubasa. She shares her worries and convince her to fight. Oh shit. By pressing WASD twice. Choose the right responses. The persuasion rate will increase. Well, why does she get nervous fighting? I think she just... Yeah, she does do that. She does do that when she's nervous, huh? Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point. So don't worry and just do your best. Oh, so there's no stakes? Good. Yeah, nice. I'm a gamer. I don't need multiple tries. I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park.
You don't need to worry about a little puke, Tsubasa.
Of course I worry! I can't help it if I get puke all over myself, but it'll still cause trouble for everyone else. The thought of getting my puke on someone else's clothes, it makes me sick to my stomach. It's not like you want to fight all covered in puke.
Just use that sick bag.
Huh?
is my jam. Yeah, she just needs to stop feeling. I don't even remember what that movie that we watched was called, where they'd learned gun kata, but exactly. Maybe one of the fighters in this game, they use gun kata, and that's like their ult. Their ult is that they remove all feeling and they go like Devil May Cry, like the whole gif that we always send each other. It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it looks just like a regular accessory pouch. I've never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. If you're gonna spew into this. That way you won't cause trouble for anyone else. You can puke wherever you need to. W Riz? Puke Riz?
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
So how about it, Supasa? I called her Supasa. That's unfortunate. Will you fight alongside us now? Tsubasa? I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. Of course, what Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it. I know that now is not the time to be embarrassed, and there is a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you.
But I can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. I needed to eliminate Tsubasa's hangups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again.
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking.
That's a cool nickname. Oh, the Elriz.
That's a cool nickname.
Oh, I thought that was a bad response, but I was like, well, the game taught me to press it, so I'm gonna press it. No, it's not. It's just an insult. So I guess you're making fun of me now, too. That's exactly why I don't want people to know that I puke so easily. Damn it, I meant to encourage her, but I did the opposite instead. Tsubasa's terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others. If I don't eliminate that worry for her, she'll never agree to fight with us. I have to get her to understand that I'll never abandon her.
You want to know my
Elriz.
nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more.
Don't worry, brother.
We wouldn't make fun
We
of you.
wouldn't make fun of you. You're the GOAT. Yeah, okay, Pukette. Lock it in. We got a war to win.
Few of them could be mean. What if they gave me another cruel nickname?
Yeah, they're kind of assholes. They're kind of
If
all
someone
assholes.
ever called me Pukette, I'd probably puke and cry on the spot. No, I'm too scared. I can't do it. I don't want to get ostracized for puking anymore.
Oh, I didn't choose an option and I got owned. My bad. I'm way more scared of getting teased than fighting invaders. Okay, we gotta lock in. Alright, how do I, like, fast forward?
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my do you know how much of it like or
Okay, here we
it
go.
was hard each that's why I decided
We wouldn't make fun of you.
We wouldn't make.
I trust you. A few of them could be me. What if they gave me another cruel nickname? If someone ever called me Puke, no! I don't want to get off.
I'll puke too. W Riz?
I'll puke with you.
What? What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand out, so I'll puke with you. That way we'll both share half the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking. Oh my god. I hate this.
They're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
Huh? Tsubasa stared at me as if she were trying to figure me out. I gave her as meaningful a look as I could in return. I call your bluff, Takumi. Okay, puke then. If you're so willing to do it, just do it then. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets made fun of, then so will I. I continued to meet her gaze in silence. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2, I continued to meet her gaze without even blinking. Alright, Takumi, you're just kind of being weird now, you're kind of just staring. Then suddenly, her expression relaxed as if I'd gotten through to her.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty stupid. Puke with me, are you crazy? How did you get like this? Call me stupid? You're right, you're right. It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least. Big gains. I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking. I would have never imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all, she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things had been for you. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely. Wait, hold on. Are you saying you see me as some kind of charity case? Should I not be? Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs, if memory serves. Apparently your grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic.
Huh?
Do you mean your grandpa's workshop? How did you know that? Takamaru told me. You hung out there every day, he said. Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they can belong. Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. It must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like how Karo is to me, then... Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe that can be her reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check. All I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer me up with his belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much I messed up, he'd never kick me out. Even...
Your grandpa's pretty cool.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life. I just want to work on machines in my grandpa's workshop forever.
I wish I knew how... I wish I knew how long I had to, like... I don't know. This minigame isn't the best. Because, like, it introduces new dialogue options randomly, but you don't know how far into the dialogue that you are before you're like, okay, I have all of the pieces and now I need to choose one. I'm about to get kicked out of the school where I'll die on the street anyway. But what about fighting alongside us so you're not kicked out? Tsubasa lowered her head and fell silent. She still needs one more push. Tsubasa, tell me again about your grandpa's workshop. Okay. Luckily, there's
the
like
way I am,
you can't fail
always
it.
try to keep my emotion all like, but machines are. I'd get. Of course, I failed a lot. Fair start. No matter how much, even when his grand.
Okay. Like I didn't know if I was gonna get
Your
more
grandpa's
options on
really
the
nice.
on this one.
Yeah, he's a royal. My dream. I want to protect the place.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
Yeah, fearmonger her, Takumi. Make her feel bad. What? Why? Remember what Saray said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, your families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. But wasn't he just lying? As shady as Saray may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones might be in imminent danger. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? It's entirely possible. No way. Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that our loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. I took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us. And protect
what matters most together. Wow. And then she fucking shattered into a million pieces and exploded. You did it. You killed Tsubasa with your words. Then she goes, I'm out. Fighting to protect humanity? To protect my grandpa and his workshop? Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can. You don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm going to need a little more time. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Motherfuckers, when I call her Pukette. I just accidentally skipped a million things. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want and what I'd need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, sounds great. Okay. And thanks, Takumi. And then I walk out of the room and I start dancing like Mr. Krabs with his millionth dollar. I go, hoo hoo hoo, wahaha, hoo hoo. Got him. Do you think they're gonna say Hawk Tua in this game? I think the writing was too far in development before Hawk Tua. was introduced. I don't think they'll be able to introduce Hawktua. I can't believe that they made a fucking This Is Sparta reference in the year of 2025. I made that reference ironically on April Fools. I referenced This Is Sparta. They referenced this just because they felt like it. And that almost upsets me. In the year of 2025, we're making This Is Sparta references. That's unreal. I think I deserve a little snack. That was a good little snack. Phew. I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. There are 4 people left to convince. Ima, Kako, Shoma, and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. What if Tsubasa saw me walking with a sandwich to Gaku's room? Ugh, brother, ew! Clean up after yourself, Asmongold, damn! Huh? Why won't I fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwiches I had brought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. Yeah, with your stupid ass Yo Gabba Gabba ass t-shirt, fucking Coco Melon ass t-shirt, Yee Yee ass haircut, Asmongold ass room. Fucking grow up. Grow up, Gaku. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? I'm telling you, I can't. I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? 'Cause I'm not pussy. I'm awesome. You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either, but we have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us the most. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have people you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about? I don't have anyone like that. I doesn't cares about anything, I'm lone wolf. I'm the alpha male in my pack. I'm the loner. I does whatever I wants. What? But your family? I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. Man, I would abandon... Nah. No, yeah, I would abandon your ass too. Fuck you, Gaku. I hate you. He's D tier. He sucks like for no good reason. I see. Sorry, I didn't know. Whatever, I don't really care. You know, actually, I guess if his reasoning is I don't have anything that I believe in that I want to protect, I mean, that's like a Ryoma motive, and it's like, I can kind of understand that. Like, why risk your life? For him, it's like, I'm risking my life for no reason, because I don't have anything that I need to protect. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for number one. Brother, you're number 2. Dookie is what you are. Trash. Garbage. Boo. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on. Just hear me out. Hold on. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoo, shoo. Gaku pushed me right out of his room. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. But nobody has money here. We're basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs. If I can't pay him money, maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making a gift for Gaku using the gift-o-matic in the rec room. But what will get him to open up to me? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Why don't I just print a bunch of dollar bills, you know? I print infinite money. Oh, Darmy. Look, Takumi, look what I found. What's that? A surgical scalpel. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think how much easier I can do my cutting. Darmy swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. I mean, acting? That's just her. That's just who she is, man. A present for Gaku? What about clothes? Clothes? I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes or the money to buy more. I see, so he doesn't have the means. He said, well, Gaku does have that broke-ass outfit on all the time. So I think he'd be happy if he gave him clothes. Give him the Louis V belt. The fucking... Give him a pair of Air Force Ones. Give him, Give him some... Gucci bucket hat. But I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'll have to be something he likes. I'm going to get him clothes. I need to research his tastes. Would be kind of sick, though, if, like, whatever clothes I get him, he just wears for the rest of the game. That could be kind of sick. Customize your fucking Danganronpa character? Might be awesome. It's like, like those dress-up games where you dress up the Danganronpa character. Could be sick. Huh? Something Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread? Apparently Gaku's good at sewing, and he doesn't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up. How does Takumaru just know the tea on everybody? He was all like, not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easy. So Gaku can sew. I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. Where do you think he learned how to sew? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped up day in and day out, he just got good at it. A big family. That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan. Apparently he's got over 20 siblings. Like, holy shit, right? But I guess every family's got their issues. Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. But if that's the case, turns out he's got a family after all. I should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. key. I peeked into the war room and saw Hiruko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. I always struggle saying her name. What are you doing, Hiruko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. So even doing administrative work? She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. You think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Saray said, at least. If that's true, then we're not fighting for free? That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that doesn't happen. So there are rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Huh? Sorry, never mind. So I guess, like, realistically, I think Hiroku has played these games before. I think this is not her first time fighting the invaders. She probably has done this whole thing once before, and now she's back because she either enjoys it or she just wants to know what we're fighting for. So a gift related to clothing might be good. Giving him clothes isn't a good plan because he has his own taste and style. He's good at sewing. Be able to make whatever clothes he wants and even keep his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched the giftomatic for sewing related gifts. After a few minutes of searching. Sewing kit. This looks good. Needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. It's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is going to be a pain. Oh yeah, we go to the old hospital that Darumi found. It's also sure to have scissors, and if there are medical cotton pads, they might work in place of the cotton. Key. I go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Should be shrimple enough. Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present, Darumi? She's like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about that. What do you have to say? Same thing. Okay. We'll probably do this and then probably call it. Okay, take me to that hospital, Darumi. Okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost. Alright. Let me look. How does down look? It's probably the best route. Whatever, we'll do a little baby fight.
Let's do it to it! Uh-oh! Seriously depressing.
Probably this.
Don't bother me!
Good to go.
Here. Kill. Done. We'll get smacked up a little, I think. Damn, he's got a fucking ranged attack. The hell?
I've got this.
Nah, I'm chasing your ass down.
Got it. Good to go.
Die. You win. I win. I always win.
Real nice. Real nice.
Run as fast as you can. Go back 1 space. It's got scrap parts.
Yes.
Uggy. Go where the arrow is pointing. Sorry, Darami. Get owned. We did it. Damn, we got like everything. I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing arrow gaze. Okay, Darami, you can do that. I won't stop you. Craft it up, craft it up, craft it up, craft it up.
Aha.
We did it. Doesn't matter how many times you come over, I'm never going to fight those invaders. The heck is this, a sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use the sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, I gotta admit, this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening. Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type. No, I'm not asking you to fight, just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I can get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Alright, here we go. Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious? It's because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place, and then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way.
Manga?
Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves to fight them?
Well, you can make a bank if you fight. Oh, I got a perfect?
Gaku,
I don't even
if
know
you
how that's
fight,
possible.
You can make money.
Yeah, he said manga. You're not even a real weeb. You just have that messy ass Asmongold fucking bedroom for you just do it for like the clout. You're not even a real slob. What? Make money? According to Haruko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles, but Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip.
What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do, real bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I'd gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then, what if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders? Then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be saved too. Isn't that a good thing? No way, it's not fair. Not fair. I told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them? How is that fair?
Fair? Now is not the time to be thinking about fair. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. He said, his real name's Clarence. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred toward the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us until this hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past to see if I could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17! I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself.
Well, I want to help you.
Shut up, I don't need your help. If you feel sorry for me, then give me money. After that, you can bring me a rich girl with huge knockers. It seems like shallow empathy only has the opposite effect. Oopsie. Alright, retry.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back? 7. I worked every day until I was about to collapse.
Ah, fuck you. Fuck you, Gaku. I hate your ass. D tier. Stay on D tier, bitch.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding? 7.
Boo-hoo. Fucking boo-hoo.
Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die.
Not everyone in the TRC is a bad person.
No! They're all trash. They've never helped me once. None of them are worth saving. All those losers in the Tokyo residential complex can all get killed by the invaders for—
Now what about your siblings, bro?
Save your siblings.
My siblings? Takamaru told me. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he'd just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I've had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Ugh, just thinking about it ticks me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. Those brats can go die. Die, 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 die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
Damn. And then his clout meter goes up after saying that. What's with this guy, really? I get his anger towards the Tokyo residential complex, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships.
Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? I needed to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid brats!
Ah, damn. I tried telling him to shut the fuck up. And he said no. This guy sucks.
The reason I was holding and despite all, I must have mended their clothes
You sound like a mom.
Who are you calling a mom? I would have killed for a mom. Bring me a rich, nurturing biddy who will give me all the chicken tendies I want.
What the fuck, Gaku? There's nothing I can say to Gaku. Fuck you, Gaku! I hate your fucking bitch ass!
The reason I was holding down so many and despite all that, they treated me like a slave.
I'm fucking mad. I might have just closed out of the game. Oh my god, I think I just closed out of the game. No, dude. No, dude. No, dude. I don't even know what I pressed. All I did was... I don't know what I pressed. I just hit the left side of my keyboard. Oh my god. Fuck you, Gaku. Fucking rat bitch. That guy sucks. Whatever. It's 11 anyways, so it's about time that I call it. It's kind of destiny that we got out when we did. But fun stream. I'll probably be back to really crank it out some more tomorrow. So yeah, I'll call it a wrap. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for yapping with me. It was a chill time. We go bed, we reset, we go again. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. I'll see you later. Bye bye.